Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
Subject: Mill demanded to plan my baby shower, then ghosted us for months because I picked the wrong dessert. Now she's acting like we cut her off. Help. Hey everyone, long-time lurker, first-time poster. I'm at my wit's end with my husband Leroy's mother, Muriel. We're expecting our first baby in a few months, and honestly, this whole situation is stressing me out more than nesting ever could. Leroy, 30-year-old male, and I, 28-year-old female, have been together for 5 years. Muriel has always been intense. She likes things her way, and she's not shy about making her opinions known, often with thinly veiled guilt trips. When we announced our pregnancy, Leroy was so excited to tell his parents, hoping it would bring everyone closer. Muriel immediately insisted on being heavily involved in planning my baby shower, almost as if she expected to host the whole thing herself. I really appreciated the offer, but I also had a vision for my own shower, you know. Things got tricky fast. Muriel had very strong opinions on everything. The garden party theme, which she insisted on, even though I'd mentioned a celestial theme. The guest list, she wanted to invite distant cousins and former neighbors I've never met, and especially the food. I tried to accommodate her as much as possible without completely losing my own input. I let her handle most of the decor coordination and agreed to a large chunk of her guest list. The biggest point of contention came down to dessert. She wanted a specific, elaborate tiered cake from a bakery 3 towns over. I found a local baker who made beautiful, personalized cupcakes and thought it would be a nice, modern touch. I told Muriel about the cupcakes, explaining it was easier for serving and a bit more budget-friendly for the scale of the party. She got quiet on the phone, then said, "Well, if that's what you want, Audrey." You know the tone. The shower itself was lovely, mostly. Muriel was present but seemed distant. She barely interacted with my side of the family and made a few passive-aggressive comments about the lack of a proper cake to her sister, Trish, Leroy's aunt. I shrugged it off, assuming it was just typical Muriel drama. Then the silence started. After the shower, no thank you for attending, no check-in about the baby. Nothing. We tried reaching out. Leroy called and texted, sent Muriel a picture of our nursery progress. Crickets. After a month, Trish called Leroy, clearly agitated. She said Muriel was devastated and felt completely shut out of the shower planning, specifically mentioning how her ideas were ignored and how she was humiliated by the cupcake decision. Trish was saying how cold it was of us to exclude Muriel after she worked so hard. Leroy was floored. He tried to explain to Trish that he and I made an effort to include Muriel, even letting her dictate most of the guest list, and that the cupcake decision was a mutual one, not a slight. Trish just got defensive and changed the subject. Leroy then sent Muriel a polite text, explaining that he was sorry if she felt excluded, but that we genuinely tried to incorporate her wishes and that we loved the shower. Muriel responded with a single K that was 2 months ago. Now we're a few weeks from my due date. Leroy's birthday was last week. His dad, Norman, who's usually just caught in the crossfire, texted him a happy birthday. Leroy responded, mentioning the baby is almost here and sending an ultrasound pic. Norman sent a brief "Congratulations, son." No word from Muriel. Leroy even called her, straight to voicemail. I'm beyond frustrated. I don't understand how someone can demand so much involvement, then get offended over a minor detail, gaslight us into thinking we were the ones who excluded her, and then ghost her only son and his pregnant wife. Leroy is heartbroken. He wants his mom in our baby's life, but he's also so deeply hurt by her coldness. I refuse to let this silent treatment become the norm, especially with a baby on the way. I don't want Muriel's manipulative games defining our family dynamic. Do I reach out again? Do I confront her directly about the gaslighting? Or do we let her stew and just focus on our little family? I'm so tired of feeling like I'm walking on eggshells with her. TIA. The community offered support for Audrey's predicament. Readers advised Audrey to prioritize her immediate family's peace and well-being, suggesting she and Leroy establish firm boundaries with Muriel. They emphasized that Muriel's behavior is manipulative and that chasing reconciliation on her terms would only enable her. Many recommended a shiny spine approach, letting Muriel decide if, and when she wants to be part of their lives without constantly extending olive branches. User Boundary Boss Babe said, "Oh my goodness, this sounds exactly like my mill. They create drama, demand specific things, and then if you don't follow their unstated true wishes, which often contradict their stated ones, they become the victim. Do not chase her. She wants a reaction. She wants you to grovel. Leroy needs to be on board with a united front. Muriel is showing you exactly who she is, someone who will weaponize feelings and gaslight to get her way. Protect your peace and your baby. Let her miss out if she chooses." User Mama Bear Mode said, "I'm so sorry you're going through this right before your baby arrives. That's incredibly stressful. Your feelings are completely valid. Muriel is trying to control the narrative and punish you for not giving her 100% control." The K text says it all. "You are not the catalyst here. She is creating her own drama. Leroy is right to be hurt, but he also needs to see that this isn't about you too, it's about her. Focus on your growing family." If Muriel wants a relationship, she needs to come to the table maturely, without demands or blame. Don't let her hold your baby hostage for her emotional games. User Try to Understand said, "While her behavior isn't ideal, perhaps Muriel truly felt like her efforts weren't valued, even if she expressed it poorly. Sometimes older generations have very specific ideas about traditions. Maybe a quick text from Leroy saying, 'We love you, Mom, and we want you in our lives' could bridge the gap without groveling. It might just be a misunderstanding that's gotten out of hand."
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.